Cher has enjoyed and endured an illustrious career as a singer, actress, and cultural icon. Her impact on the entertainment industry, particularly in music and film, is immense.
This video contains discussions about true crime, which may include topics such as violence, assault, and other distressing incidents. Viewer discretion is advised. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or has been affected by any of the subjects discussed, please consider seeking help and support from a mental health professional or a trusted individual. We thank you for tuning into Verdict Vantage. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell for more content.
Cher is known for her distinctive contralto voice, chart-topping hits, and iconic roles in movies like Moonstruck and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Her influence goes beyond entertainment. She has also been an activist and philanthropist, supporting various causes such as HIV/AIDS research, children's rights, and humanitarian efforts. Cher's resilience, talent, and outspoken personality have made her a beloved figure for generations and a symbol of empowerment and individuality. Born Sherilyn Sarkeesian, Cher came into the world on May 20, 1946, in El Centro, California. Her parents, Georgia Holt and John Sarkeesian, divorced when Cher was young, and she had a somewhat tumultuous upbringing. Her mother, Georgia, married several times, which resulted in Cher attending different schools and living in different cities throughout her childhood. Cher's interest in entertainment and performance began early. She took acting classes and participated in school plays. At 16, she dropped out of school and moved to Los Angeles, where she pursued her dream of becoming famous. However, her initial attempts to break into the entertainment industry were met with challenges, and she struggled financially. In 1962, Cher met Sonny Bono, who was working for record producer Phil Spector at the time. Sonny recognized her talent and they formed a romantic and professional partnership. Sonny became Cher's mentor and collaborator, and they eventually married in 1964. Their musical career took off with the iconic duo, Sonny and Cher. They released their first hit single, I Got You Babe, in 1965, which became a massive success. Their music was characterized by Sonny's songwriting and Cher's distinctive voice. The duo's success extended beyond music, leading to the creation of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, a popular TV variety show in the 70s that showcased Cher's comedic talents and contributed to her rising stardom. Cher's solo career blossomed in the late 60s and 70s, leading to hits like Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves, and Half-Breed. She not only conquered the music charts, but also ventured into acting. Her role in the film Mask, 1985, showcased her acting abilities and won critical acclaim. Cher's career experienced highs and lows, but she consistently reinvented herself. She transitioned into film and gained further acclaim for her roles in movies like Moonstruck, which earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress in 1988. Throughout her life, Cher's personal life remained in the spotlight. Her marriages to Sonny Bono, musician Gregg Allman, with whom she had Elijah Blue, and others were subject to media scrutiny. Her relationships, philanthropic efforts, and outspoken nature on various issues, including LGBTQ+ rights, have solidified her as an influential cultural figure. Cher's impact on entertainment, fashion, and advocacy has been enduring. Her resilience, talent, and ability to connect with audiences across generations have cemented her status as an icon in the entertainment industry. Cher, like many public figures, has faced criticism and controversies throughout her career. One notable instance was a Twitter controversy in 2012 when she tweeted comments about Mitt Romney and the Republican Party, which some found offensive. She later apologized for the tone of her remarks. Regarding her private life, Cher has generally kept a lower profile in recent years, focusing more on her personal interests and family. She's been active on social media, sharing personal updates, thoughts on current events, and memories from her career. As of the making of this video, Cher is at the center of current entertainment news headlines for what appears to be an evolving court battle between Cher and her son, Elijah Blue. Verdict Vantage, thanks you for tuning in. Your support means the world to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and hit the subscribe button to join our amazing community. Stay in the loop on future updates by ringing the notification bell. And if you found this valuable, sharing is caring. Thanks again for being here. According to local Los Angeles news, reported on September 27, 2023, court documents allege Cher was accused of hiring 4 men to abduct her adult son Elijah Blue. The article, published online by Cairo 7, reads, newly released court documents allege that singer-actress Cher employed 4 men to forcefully remove her son, Elijah Blue Allman, from his New York City hotel as he attempted to reconcile with his estranged wife on their wedding anniversary. According to King, on her wedding anniversary with Allman, November 30, 2022, 4 men allegedly entered their hotel room and removed Allman, the magazine reported. I am currently unaware of my husband's well-being or whereabouts, King wrote in the declaration. I am very concerned and worried about him. She alleged in her filing that she was told by one of the men that they were hired by Cher, Allman's mother. I understand his family's efforts to make sure he is well, and I want what is best for my husband, King wrote in the declaration, People reported. In the beginning of October 2023, Cher speaks out, and People reports. Cher says kidnapping plot allegations about son aren't not true, but you do anything for your children. For the first time, the singer responds to rumors she hired men to forcibly remove her son from a hotel room. Regarding the abduction allegations, Cher tells People that rumor is not true and declines to comment further. But she confirms that the private family matter is related to her son's addiction issues. I'm not suffering from any problem that millions of people in the United States aren't, Cher says of watching her son's years-long struggles with substance abuse. I'm a mother. This is my job, one way or another, to try to help my children. You do anything for your children. Whenever you can help them, you just do it because that's what being a mother is. But it's joy, even with heartache. Mostly, when you think of your children, you just smile and you love them, and you try to be there for them. At the end of December 2023, reports begin to swarm again, regarding Cher and her son Elijah Blue. CNN reports, Cher files for conservatorship of son, Elijah Blue. As a side note, please remember, Elijah is 47 years old and receives regular income from a trust left for him by his late father who passed away due to complications with liver cancer. CNN goes on to report. Cher has filed for temporary legal conservatorship of her adult son Elijah Blue Allman, citing his alleged ongoing substance abuse issues. According to a petition filed this week in Los Angeles Superior Court and obtained by CNN, Cher is seeking to be the sole conservator of her son's estate, alleging that he is currently unable to manage his assets due to severe mental health and substance abuse issues. Elijah is entitled to regular distributions from the trust, but given his ongoing mental health and substance abuse issues, according to the documents. Petitioner, Cher, is concerned that any funds distributed to Elijah will be immediately spent on drugs, leaving Elijah with no assets to provide for himself and putting Elijah's life at risk. This news follows reports earlier this year that Cher had hired 4 men to kidnap her son to keep him from reconciling with his wife, Marie Angela King. In a statement to People, Cher responded to these claims by denying them and confirmed the situation was concerning her son's battle with drug addiction. Allman has publicly discussed his addiction issues before, sharing that he was just a preteen when he first got involved with heavy drugs. Since the early 2010s, Allman has been in and out of recovery stints, and as his relationship with sobriety has fluctuated, so has his relationship with Cher. The pop singer has also openly addressed her family's struggle with drug abuse, which dates back to her own father's use of heroin. Allman's father, Greg Allman, also similarly battled drug addiction. Verdict Vantage, thanks you for tuning in. Your support means the world to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and hit the subscribe button to join our amazing community. Stay in the loop on future updates by ringing the notification bell. And if you found this valuable, sharing is caring. Thanks again for being here. On January 5, 2024, the public was caught off guard when reports began to circulate that Elijah walked straight into court earlier that day and made an appearance on his own behalf.
Cher filed court documents seeking at least temporary conservatorship over Elijah, who's now 47 years old. She's claiming that he'd been missing, maybe even dangerously strung out on drugs, and she said if the court didn't give her immediate control of Elijah's life and finances, he would probably end up dead. Those finances aren't huge by Cher standards, but they are not for nothing, right? Allman set up a trust fund like years ago before he died that pays Elijah $10,000 every month. And according to reports, Cher hired 4 men to forcibly remove Elijah from a New York hotel in November of 2022. Some said it was an intervention, others said it was kidnapping, but Cher was never charged with anything, and she denies that even happened. But this morning, during a hearing on this conservatorship request, Elijah Blue suddenly walks in supposedly into court, shocking kind of everybody, total Perry Mason thing. He reportedly looked tanned and healthy, and he told the judge that he's been sober for 3 months. And guess what? His wife and a brand new lawyer were with him. And Cher seemingly lost this round. The judge declined to appoint anyone as Elijah's conservator, but the judge did continue this case to January 29th.
ET Online reports, Cher denied temporary conservatorship over her son, Elijah Blue Allman. The report reads, the judge said she was not persuaded in the singer's attempt to have temporary conservatorship of her son. Cher's bid to serve as her son's temporary conservator has been denied in court after the judge said she was not convinced. According to multiple reports citing court documents, Judge Jessica A. Uzcategui ruled Friday in Los Angeles Superior Court that the believed singer didn't give her 47-year-old son, Elijah Blue Allman, or his attorneys enough time to review necessary documents ahead of a Friday hearing. She was required to send those documents at least 5 days before the hearing, but that didn't happen. Cher filed paperwork last week seeking to immediately establish the conservatorship because she feared Allman's severe mental health and substance abuse issues prevented him from properly managing his financial assets. He receives money from a trust established by his late father, musician Greg Allman. In her court filing, Cher argued that a payment from the trust was pending and that the immediate establishment of a temporary conservator was a life and death proposition. But the judge said she was not persuaded. According to multiple reports, Uzcategui cited the singer's unwillingness to share material with Allman's attorneys when contacted Thursday. In response, Cher said the documents contained sensitive information and she only felt comfortable handing over the documents to Allman's court-appointed lawyer. Allman added, "While I understand that my mother, the proposed conservator, believes she is looking out for my best interests and I appreciate her love and support, I do not need her unsolicited help or support at this time." The next hearing on the matter is scheduled for January 29.
Diane Diamond is an award-winning investigative journalist who happens to have written the book on the topic. It's called We're Here to Help When Guardianship Goes Wrong. Man, you're the perfect guest. What's your read, Diane, on this whole Cher versus Elijah Blue?
Well, I think you're right. Cher lost in court today, Ashley. But, if what she's saying about Elijah Blue is true, that he is a decades-long or years-long drug addict, then in the end, maybe he lost because maybe he really does need some outside intervention, like a conservatorship or a guardianship.
What are your thoughts on the conservatorship request between Cher and her 47-year-old son, Elijah Blue? Also, what are your thoughts on the involvement of both Cher and Elijah's wife when it comes to the well-being of Elijah and his estate? Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. We are glad to keep you entertained with these topics.
Once an addict, always an addict. This could be a very determinative few weeks for him. What if he falls off the wagon again? He says he's sober now for 3 months, but in the scheme of things, 3 months is not very long.
I read your Substack on this, and it was so insightful, Diane, because a lot of people don't understand. You can't just walk in as a loving mother and say, I need to rescue my son, give him to me, let me control, because you might not get that. The court, as you explained it, might give it to some stranger. I got like 30 seconds left. What are the chances that Cher's not going to get the conservatorship and some stranger with a business mind is going to get it?
In the state of California, the chances are very good. And once there's court control of a person, they lose their civil rights, all their assets, all their freedoms. And Cher thinks she might be, rescuing her son. But if someone else is named as a conservator, then they get all the say on Elijah Blue's life. Cher will be off to the side. And I'm not sure she realizes that.
I'm just going to tell everybody again, your book is called We're Here to Help When Guardianship Goes Wrong. It's so helpful to read that book, and also your Substack to understand there's so many different nuances.